Welcome back to Stardeus. I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to the developer of this game. Spios is awesome. I highly recommend if you want to see a little bit of the insight into what goes into developing this game. You can see it from his live streams. I'm going to link his channel, Koto Linja's channel, down in the description of this video. And specifically, I'm going to leave a link to the live stream in which he fixed this problem. So I regularly will just kind of go in and check in when he's live just to kind of see how things are going, you know, just because I have no idea how to code a game, but it's just something about watching people do it. You never watch something where you have no idea what's going on, but yet you're just fascinated by it anyway. That's what I do. Anyway, my shuttles are both out on expedition, and I just loaded the save. Now, before this update, which just happened here today, before this update, my drilling upgrade, right? It was having to, it would be ejected, and my drone would go down and get it and bring it back, right? I said I reported that bug. Well, in that link in the description, right, you can see him load this save up and actually fix that problem, and it's part of the changelog for the update that just dropped. So very cool. Thanks for fixing it. I appreciate you. And because it's fixed, I can now bring these guys back from their uranium as well as their iron expeditions. And what I can do now, pretty confidently, I think, is install the upgrades. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit install on this one. We're going to get the upgrade on this. And I believe I have a second one to install as well. But I want to make sure I do this. So probably what I'll do here is I'll wait for the first one to be upgraded, and it's already in there. Good. Now we're going to install, I think, on the second one here too. So basically what I'm looking for is for one of my shuttles, shuttle 1, it'll have 2 upgrades, right? 2 drilling upgrades that are going to be able to stack, and it's going to allow this to drill much faster than this one, okay, is what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to send this one on the resources that are harder to obtain, and then this one can be on the easier ones. And that's pretty good. Now there's another upgrade that I'd like to do too. If I go into the tech tree here, there's mining efficiency upgrades. We can make these, so I can always install them on the other one too. But the mining efficiency upgrade requires a nuclear cell. It's a little more challenging to obtain for me. However, the shuttle storage upgrade, much easier to obtain. So I'm going to actually unlock this so that I can start manufacturing them. But there's another thing I wanted to look at too, and that's local maneuvering, right? If we ever get to derelict ships and stuff like that, which I'm totally going to go back to the other system now. Remember, we found a derelict ship and I never went to it. I didn't go to it because I didn't want to get raided by a whole bunch of pirates or something, right? I was like, you know what? We can wait on this. It's not that urgent that I go and find that. Let's wait till we have guns. Well, we have guns now. So it seems like a good thing to go and get now. But local maneuvering will let me move around towards the derelict ships without having to worry about the winches and stuff, which is cool. But this one's cool too. We can get to autopilot. Now I don't need anyone else to drive the ship. I can just do it myself. I'd really like to get to that too. It sounds like a pretty good thing. But I'm going to go ahead and unlock local maneuvering as well, just so that, you know, all my datoid loaders and stuff, they can continue to work and, you know, continue making things, and that's great. So I'm going to go look over here. And instead of the optical fiber, actually, you know what? Optical fiber is good. Let's leave you doing that. Instead of that, I'm going to have you make, well, I thought we could make the upgrades in these assemblers, but it doesn't look like you actually can. So we may not be able to do that after all. No, I don't think so. Okay, go back to making these then. It's fine. It's going to have to be a crafting table then. Yeah, so we're making disk compression upgrades right now, which is nice. I've been working on that too. And they've been doing that over time. I'm going to keep them doing that, actually. And instead of the silicon wafers, which we have almost 200 of, let's go ahead and have you make shuttle storage upgrades instead. And we'll start with, let's say, 3 of these. We'll put one of them on the first shuttle that has the 2 mining upgrades so that it can store more of it. With those with the upgrades, it should be good. That should be a really great shuttle. And then the second one, we're going to have it be have 1 mining upgrade and then 2 storage upgrades. So there's, again, they're just kind of like configured for different types of stuff that is really difficult to obtain will be shuttle 1. So now that we have shuttle 1 doing that, I'm going to go back to the map now, and I'm going to send them back to the uranium deposit. Platinum is also another thing I want to keep getting, but uranium is something I need to get, and you're going to notice that the depth on this is 1.38 kilometers. When it gets to 2 kilometers, we're not going to be able to mine anymore. We're going to need to get better mining equipment, okay? So we're going to start with this one. We're going to make sure we send shuttle 1 to test it out, make sure it works too, right? We're going to go over to, select 1. And then for the crew for this one, let's send Juliet, and let's send, who else? I mean, these guys are kind of, they're not in great mental health here, but it's okay. They like mining. This person likes expeditions, so maybe they'll be okay. So right now it says we can get 99 a day. That's what we can do, because this uranium is harder to obtain, right? So we'll go ahead and send that expedition out that way. And what I want to see is whether or not the shuttle actually maintains its upgrades. And I would love to be able to see this when it's loading. Like, I would love for the upgrades to be a permanent feature on this thing. If nothing else, like maybe can't manipulate it, but it'd be nice to be able to just see that it's there and built into it without having to have it here, so I can verify. So right here, it's going to reach its destination. There we go. And then I want to see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I want to see whether or not this has, it looks like it can go down to 2.5. I thought it was 2. Yeah, looks like it's 2.5. And if it ever gets to the point where it's below 50, like it's getting less than 50 a day, then they'll automatically come back. It's just getting too hard. It's going to take too long. So I want to get as much uranium as I can from that. And let me take a real quick look at the potential for ice as well. I have 569 ice. That's not too bad, but I'd like to get more if I could as well. So if we can get the storage upgrade, this is the disk compression upgrade. Yep, I need to go ahead and install that. So I want to bring that over to one of my big units here. And these things, like, there's so many disk compression upgrades. You need a lot of these things, but we definitely want to install them right in these larger modules here, so that they don't take up as much space. And I can probably just slam, let's do 2 in each one. I like that as an idea. So we'll have that. So this one's got 2 in there now. And that should allow, I believe what that does really is just makes the existing, it doesn't give me any more zettabytes. Or it does. Oh, it does. Disk compression 100%. I can actually have 48. Okay, cool. Or it's the equivalent of 48 maybe. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this has just doubled my space. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Also, it seems like it doubles the power as well, because this one takes 1 kilowatt. This one takes 2 kilowatts. And this one takes 2 kilowatts. Oh. Okay, hang on. So is it always like that? Yeah. Okay, so as soon as you upgrade it, it pulls more power. So it actually makes more sense, it looks like anyway, to stack all the upgrades on one module at a time. And hopefully that doesn't catch fire, right? Basically. Yeah, because now it's going to do 3 kilowatts. Okay, interesting. Does it say that in the description for these disk compression upgrades? I don't know. Let me see. I don't think I can really see the disk. Let's just type it. Disk compression upgrade. Hold. Does it use more power? Advanced real time. So it provides 50% extra disk space to any compatible device with disk storage. The upgrade is stackable, but it doesn't mention in this description that it uses more power, but it totally does. That's a bummer. I mean, I'm good with it for the sake of like the space on my ship, but the fact that this thing is pulling 3 times the power now, I guess it's technically more efficient if we get 60 for 3 as opposed to 24, 48. Nah, it's not. So this is not that efficient anymore. Right. Because it's getting 60 for 3, it is more efficient for me to have 3 unupgraded ones, which gives me which takes 3 kilowatts, but it also would give me 72 zettabytes. So I don't know about that power increase, man, for disk compression, but all right. I guess if that's the way it is, then that's the way we'll do it, right? Let's go ahead and get them to maybe haul this wherever it's supposed to go. There it goes. They're just going to put it right in there. Cool. So I'll just make a bunch of these. For the sake of space, it's nice, but it's not as nice as I thought it was initially. I thought there was some more ice nearby, but not here. Okay, we'll have to wait for it. I want to send people out to get platinum again. So once the shuttle returns, we'll go get platinum. In the meantime, though, I think it's probably a good idea to have these guys go and get some iron. And did we get the shuttle upgrade for this one done or not? I don't think so. Upgrades, install storage. There it is. So we'll put the storage upgrade right here. Make sure that we can haul more in here. So the storage and upgrade now. Yep, that shows that. And it adds internal storage by 100. Okay. Can I have another one? It does look like I have another one. Cool. So we'll do that. And now the storage is, it says stackable, but now it went to 500. Now it went to 700. Whoa. So it didn't go up by 100. It went up by 200. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. I mean, there's weird stuff going on with the math there. Okay, cool. No problem, I guess. And now I just want the drilling upgrades here for this one too, but that's fine. We're gonna send this one to go out and get the iron, and yeah, we're gonna send this whole crew just like this, and launch that expedition just the way that is. And I'll be right back. I'll let you guys just skip all the time that passes here really quick. Okay, teleporter did the thing again. Produced a clone. We now have 2 Mustafas. Okay, so that's the thing now. 2 Mustafas. This one, hang on, let me just get the click here. There we go. So obviously doesn't have anything. Hopefully he decides to put some stuff on. He does have pretty good AI alignment built in, and he has all the same skills. So we have another level 9 crafter. Seems pretty good. Medical, all that stuff. Yeah, very nice. I do like it. Let's see about getting you a suit. Let's put you in you got a good medical skills and stuff. Let's put you in a white suit. We'll give you a white space suit. We'll go give you the white uniform as well. Here, we'll go like this. So we'll get you in that uniform really quick. And then we want to give you a helmet too. So as soon as you're done doing that, there we go. Let's go ahead and get you in a white helmet. And that should be good for now. And then I'll give you, for now, I guess we'll give you a knife. I don't have any more guns available at the moment, so we'll just give you the knife. But okay, cool. So he's outfitted, ready to rock. I think I have had enough of this system, and I'm content with what we have. Okay, so we're at 560 iron here in this. I think I'm going to go ahead and call these guys back. We're going to bring the platinum guys back here too. There we go. Both of them are back. And then what I want to do, right, is we'll leave the planet, and then I think we may leave the system. There's one more thing I want to do, I think, before we really leave the system entirely, and that is I want to go into the interior of the system, and I want to do another search for gold when we're kind of in the area. So I don't know about our range around the ship and whether or not that matters as far as the scanning range goes. So I figure if I go right here, and this station, by the way, I briefly visited it. It is owned by a faction. The Scavengers actually own this, and we have a -2% relationship with them. So I kind of want to maybe trade with them again. Maybe that will improve my relationship with them. I did briefly buy some protein from them, and I didn't ask where it came from. So I probably should go do that. But I figure if we can get into the interior, into here, right, and then search for gold again, maybe we'll find something while we're around here, okay, in this general area. So let's take a look at my batteries really quick. Obviously discharging since we are accelerating, but once we stop accelerating, we have just a little bit. Yeah, it looks like we do charge. We're basically balanced for power right now, and that is with most of my teleporters running. Thankfully, most of them are running. So we'll connect that light. Somebody commented about the lights and having increasing their range increases their power draw and stuff. Yeah, it does, and that's okay for certain things. But since I have a little bit of a power issue, I have gone in and toned down the range on a lot of these lights. So there are a few more areas here that are a little more dimly lit. And I think in general, it's worth building more lights with less range, just because you can get, more consistent lighting through there anyway. So like if I was to do this and put another light, let's say here, that's going to light that little thing. And then this little area here could use a little bit of light. We'll put one there. This little area in here could use some light. Maybe we'll put one there. And we'll just keep these lights, a little dimmer. I think that's okay. Like this one here is up to 140 and it's using a half a kilowatt. If I crank it up to 200, it'll use 1 kilowatt all by itself. If I bring it down to 50%, it'll use just 0.1. And so I think 0.2, I want to say 0.2 is the default, maybe 0.1. I think at 100% it uses, yeah, 0.2 kilowatts. So it's a 200 watt bulb, which I guess for a ship this size and for a light that big, I suppose that makes sense. You know, that's not bad. But there's no reason why I can't have another one that just kind of sits down here for a little bit. This is a reinforced one, and just provide a little bit more light in these areas. You can see how my lights over here on this side, they don't stretch very far, but they're still using 0.8. Yeah, these ones here are using 0.8. So I could dim these down a little bit more on this side. There we go. This one's only at 52. We can make that like 100. Make it like, yeah, like 100 would be all right. Right. So instead of having one light that's, you know, at 180 and then the rest of them at 50 something, I can make more light in this area just kind of by bringing everything up to 100%. That's probably okay. So yeah, if you're needing power like I am, it makes sense to do it that way. And then I can just go ahead and copy the light config to here, and everything will be all right on that too. Okay, so now that we're in here, let's take a look. So we got rock, iron, copper. It's pretty unremarkable, although I think I would like to get some rock. And since there are 2 different locations for rock, I can send both out to get it. I just want to find rock ore. I have 264. I would like a little bit more. It's easier for me to get carbon and coal and things if I have the rock on the ship. So I will take a brief detour here really quick. While they're mining rock, I did want to point out 2 things. One is we're running really low on survival meals and we have no more protein. And since I don't really have a good solid way of getting protein at the moment without raiders showing up and us, you know, nutrient pasting their ass, there's really not a way to get protein without doing trades. So I am going to be actively looking for a place to trade that can get us that. I think probably that scavenger station would be a good idea to go to. Maybe by trading with them and buying things from them, we can build that relationship up a little bit, and they're less likely to raid me. I think with a negative % relationship, there's probably a chance that they'll raid me. But if I have like a positive relationship with them, then I don't know why the scavengers would be raiding me, at least in this area, right? Maybe that doesn't make sense. I mean, if you have a good relationship with pirates, they may not, you know, raid your ships unless you're the British, and then it's a fake relationship. But still, let's build a copy of this light. I'm gonna put it right there. I think put another one right here. I know this is a little close to this one. And I don't really need that one. That's not necessary. We have this one here, and I can just make this a little bit brighter. There we go. Does the brightness matter, or is it just the range? It looks like it's just the range. Cool. So I guess if I could just dial down the range. Yeah, I actually never really paid much attention to that because lights usually are a really small amount of power. And like all of these lights, you see I made tons of lights, right? But each one of them, it's really only taking 0.1 kilowatts because I've got the range dialed down so far, right? And that's kind of where that goes. So like if I config this and I redo it to here, you know, that's fine. As long as they're not complaining about too little light to grow. And so far they're not. So I can go like the minimal amount of power there, but it really didn't change much. Doesn't look like anyway, right? 0.1 is still the thing. So I might as well go back up to where it was. Yeah, that's 0.2. So I bring it down, that's 0.1. So it looks like you can go to 74% and hit 0.1. So if I just did that, you know, now everything has definitely enough light, but they're still gonna only use 0.1. Yeah, that's fine with me, you know. I'm all right with that. I can just config color all these two. On these, it makes sense to go a little bit more just because I want to get this part lit. So I guess like with these ones, I can go maybe a little bit brighter and a little bit out, and then just kind of copy it to these two. You know, just go a little bit stronger to get over there. It's fine. Okay, so anyway, 2 things I wanted to talk about, right? One was the protein. The second one is I now have research that allows me, or I've done the research to get probes, and I'm actively looking to build 4 of them over here so I can send them off to faraway places to find me gold, hopefully. And also there's one more, and that is in computing, we now have access to the ML booth, or the machine learning booth. And what this allows me to do is to train my bot workers. So I planned on putting the machine learning booths right here. We're going to start with 2 of them right here. I've been clearing out the storage, the disk storage modules, right? I've been clearing these out. as we go. I think one of these actually has an upgrade. I forget which one. Right here. Yeah, this one. So we can remove that upgrade and have that installed somewhere else. Have it installed over here. This one's got 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 0. So we'll go and install it here. And I think I'm going to make most of these just like 2 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 3, because it looks to me like with one upgrade, it starts to consume 2 kilowatt. With 2 upgrades, it stays consuming 2 kilowatts. At least that's what it says, unless this is just a rounding thing. But I would hope that it would give me a decimal point if that was the case. So it seems like the second upgrade is free when it comes to power draw. And if that's the case, then it does make sense to have 2 of these upgrades in each of these storage modules. So like this one here, there are 3 upgrades in it. I should remove one. It will drop down to 2 kilowatts power draw, right? And then I can go off and give, get 2 out of 3 on all of them first, unless you have a lot of power. And then, yeah, by all means, if you need more storage. But I think that's kind of where I'm going with this. So we'll go ahead and build copies, and we'll start getting the big ones. I think I'm going to start back here now. We'll start replacing, I think, these 2, just to get some more storage with that. And then on the tech tree, I'm a little short on some like biotics because I don't have the protein. I'm pretty much just using protein for that research. But we do have this, which I probably won't be able to use necessarily yet, just because of the power draw that these things have. But this is the GPU. Excellent for mining digital currencies is what it says. So we're going to go ahead and unlock that so that I can get started on that. And then as I've gotten more bots, it hasn't come into an issue yet. It hasn't become an issue yet, the memory. But if it does, then I can always build one, and then I can maybe go down this path to get this. But all the way down here is the improved memory modules anyway, so maybe I'll just end up skipping the little one and going straight for the big one. I don't know. We'll see. The last thing I wanted to get was stock trading. Yeah, this one. I want to get stock trading, and now we have that available. Oh, looks like there's one more. Oh, I can get the market insights. Oh, that's good. I'll get that too. Because why trade if you... Why trade without insights when you can trade with insights, right? So yeah, we'll just do that. So we can go to stock market. Here it is. And we now have all this information on the right here, and we can go ahead and use some of our money to buy certain things. And you can see the trends, which direction the price is currently moving and stuff. I don't know whether these graphs would be... Yeah, I don't know whether these graphs and stuff would be available to me without the insights. I probably should have took a look at what it would look like without the insights first. But maybe that's what it is. And it looks like we have entertainment. So we have beta, Bytecoin, game start, and net picks. Well, we have to put it all into game start, right? Have to buy at least a little bit of game start. So we can put like a little bit of money into this. So it looks like highs, lows, lowest ever recorded price for this item is, yeah, way down here. So I mean, we could always wait. It's kind of on its upswing right now, right? So maybe we can wait till it to come back down a little bit. I have no idea how to evaluate where this stuff is going to be, right? Like the volatility, I get that. It's just showing me a little bit of delta, I suppose, maybe too. I'd like to see the gamma. I'd like to see all the Greeks, if I could, please. That'd be maybe a little bit more helpful. But honestly, without having any type of contextual relationship to what these things are, it's really going to be a guess. So for those of you guys who maybe don't know me a little bit, just because you just watch my gaming videos and that's it, maybe you don't follow me on Twitter or Discord or anything, all that stuff is in the description, by the way. I make some of my money, not all of it. Like, I'm pretty diversified in how I pay my bills. But one of the things I do to add more income is I trade stocks. I guess you could call it a swing trader more than anything. I don't really do it every day anymore. I used to do it daily though. I used to be a day trader. I would make probably 4 or 5 trades a day, and it was helping to supplement my income quite a ways. And options was a good way to do that, and I still trade options pretty much every week. But yeah, you kind of do. You do it with things you understand. You do it with stocks that you know. You don't do it with a video game thing where it's just like, yeah, this is it, and it's going up. I don't have any context with it, so it's like, yeah, cool. Maybe it's going up for a reason, or maybe it's just going up and down, and that's just what it does. So I probably won't be successful in trading stocks in this game, but I wanted to try it out anyway and just see what it's like. I think this is a good amount of rock, man. We have almost 1,000 rock coming back with one because of the storage upgrades and stuff. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. We're gonna bring that rock back. There's a meteorite shower coming anyway, so we need to move. So bring it back and let's get out of here. These shuttles need to come here quicker than this, actually. Shuttle, you need to get here now. Oh boy, the second one. I need the second one to get here. Is it gonna make it? I think it will make it by the time we get to the helm. Let's get out of here. Hopefully it makes it back before we get to the helm. Meteorite showers incoming. Let's go. We need to move. We need to move. We need to move. We need to move. Oh boy, where is it? Oh, they're coming from this side. Oh dear. The shuttle's here. Can we leave, please? Can we leave, please? Now, can we leave? Bot, get over here and do it. I don't care who's assigned to it. I need you guys to move now. Right now. Oh boy. Well, we're getting hit. I don't know how much damage is going to happen here, but we're going to get hit by something. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here. We got hit. The solar panels took some beatings there. Looks like it destroyed one of our... destroyed one of our things there. We have reinforced walls for these, so that'll help a little bit. We do have a bit of a leak here we need to solve. There's multiple fires. As long as they're outside during near space, it should be okay. Yeah, we did not get out of there in time, but that one destroyed my storage. Oh no. Did it destroy all my water too? Now the good news is, at least I think, these fires are pretty much, well, I guess this is on fire, but pretty much we're gonna have to open this. Yeah, we have to open this. Let's get all that stuff out of here. There's fires on the wall, but it's out in space, right? So yeah, there's no oxygen here. We should be all right with that fire. This fire is nothing. It's this one that's the most concerning, but we've got the vent there. We can open it, get all the oxygen out of the room there. And it seems like for the most part, everything else is fine. Juliet is outside. That's not what we want to see. Although somehow, Juliet, what do you do? Oh no, Juliet, what do you, no, Juliet, no. How do I stop her from doing this? Don't be stupid, Juliet. The engines are on. You should not be doing this. Although we can turn them off now, right? We can turn them off. Let's cancel the task. We'll actually take crash really quick and just say control. Yep. We'll just do that. There is a fire. We know this. We'll release you now. Maybe these engines will fire. Oh, Juliet. Good. Okay. So obviously we want to put the fire out, but again, we're just going to suck the oxygen out of the room here a little bit, and it'll help. It won't necessarily stop it, but it'll help. This area over here, it does look like it is starting to spread. We're going to go ahead and open up these as well. And obviously we just need people to get over here and put the fire out. So I can't control what people do. I can only control the bots. So we'll have to see what happens there, but that's not great, man. Yeah, Juliet's she's going to panic now. She's outside. She's out in space. You know, it should put the fire out naturally that way. Everybody's got suits. We're sucking the oxygen out of the room here. Let's check out their oxygen meter here. There's not much left. Yes, I'm aware of the many, many fires we have to deal with right now. I'm aware. It hit us broadside. Yeah, Juliet's fine. She is immobilized. So we need to rescue her. She is panicking. Well, at least she's safe-ish. She's in a suit. She should be fine. So let's make sure we put the fire out if we can. There's no chemicals for this fire. Obviously, we can turn off the machine. I can't believe it's still on. And we want to start patching this up. This looks good. There's no fires here. So we'll go ahead and close these up again. Try to get this area to be back to being somewhat habitable. If we can get all of this stuff secured as well. Let's maybe get these to be higher priority things. I don't necessarily need that to be priority right now, but the wall for sure needs to be to close it up. And since we have multiple rooms and they're all compartmentalized and stuff like that, we can do something like this. We can let's close the vent, right? So the air doesn't get out like as fast, I guess. And if I take a look at temperatures, they're pretty bad in this area. Well, that's to be expected. But with the vent closed, I hope that will help a little bit. We do have heaters like right here. So with the vent closed, maybe this area can still be habitable, at least for a little while. Oxygen's thin, but not completely absent from that area. This is the only fire remaining, I think. And then I think I want Jinx to... Yeah, Jinx is still... the other Juliet's panicking on fire now. You stop, drop, and roll, please. don't walk around with the fire, okay? Just, I know you're panicking. I get it, but just stop, drop, and roll. Extinguish the fire. Somebody put her out. Okay, we can close this now. And as long as we can put her out, we can close this now. And let's go ahead and get this wall replaced if we can, at least to seal this up. We're also obviously going to need to repair a lot more than just that, but that's an event. We almost got away from that. That would have been okay. We almost got there. Can we control you? Yes. Can you rescue? Cannot rescue this. Cannot reach this position. Really? Okay. Otis. You can do it, right? Rescue. Go get her. Bring her in. We can do this. Before they close the wall. Thank you. No, you left her outside. What's wrong with you? Why? Why? Go rescue her. There you go. Before he closes the wall. We need to get the handgun too. We'll just make sure that's a slightly higher priority just to make sure they don't miss it. All right, good. So we need to patch this up. This looks like it's sealed now. Yeah, we're fine again. Okay, temperature is still low, but that's going to recover over time. The wall is patched. So we got that happening for us. That's nice. Cleaning bots doing their cleaning bot things. So it looks like we're sealed up again. Yep. So the ship is sealed up again. We can begin to pressurize everything again. Crisis is not averted entirely, but it could have been worse. If we hadn't moved, I think we would have gotten hit more in the back. We did have some that went right past us, so. But overall, not too shabby. It could have been a lot worse, yeah. Okay, so let's make sure that we do all these things. Let's make sure we mark all this stuff for hauling and also all this stuff for repair. I just want to make sure everything is marked as needing repair. I'd love to build another one of those, but I think I'm going to need gold wire anyway. And since we are... well, we still have some external things to do, so I probably need to wait. What kind of resources need to be... Oh, all of them need to be delivered again. Oh, great. Well, we're not going to have this solar panel. All the little ones are on the outside so that they take the hits instead of the big ones, but it got through. That was a big one, so it got through. And then, yeah, we just need to get here and then also haul in. Yep, these resources, too, need to be hauled in. Did we get the gun? I think we got the gun. And then we should have people. You guys should be in the auto docks, right? Let's see, Juliet, where is she? Okay, she got put in the bed. That's really weird. Let's see, what's her condition right now? I mean, we really should have put her in the auto dock. I'm not sure why she got brought to the bed. I can't control her either. I don't suppose there's any way to like tell them to bring her there. I feel like the AI should be smarter than that. When you say rescue someone and they're wounded, if there's a free medical bed, that should be the default location to take them. I just feel like that should be the default. But this has brought out a little bit of a thing here, and maybe having a teleporter on this side, maybe like right here, that goes to medbay could be useful. Just to really drive home the fact that it's much closer. But I do have this one. And this one here goes all the way up there. But this one goes to there. I guess there's not really a good teleporter that goes to medbay other than this one here, which is going there from here. Yeah. Okay. So I guess what I should do maybe is move this one. That's not really that big of a move. You know, I could relocate this one to be maybe over right here in front of the socket, or, you know, over in this area. I don't really know where. Maybe right next to this. If we move that over here, then we have a much better, that'll be much better, I think. Let's go ahead and connect it there. And then you're going to need reconnected. So you go to medbay here. Then you are going that way, which is fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. This is a one-way teleporter. You go to medbay from there. And they're already using it, so that's good. This thing got fixed. Everything's fine. Let's take a look at what else needs repaired before we go. There's really just the stuff on the outside of the ship, but otherwise we're fine. They can fix these solar panels, but they won't be able to fix this one all the way. And then I really don't care so much about this area, but I do want to leave. So I'd like them to hurry up and do it just so we can leave, you know, because I don't want to accelerate while you guys are on the outside of the ship. So let's hurry up and get those done, and then we can take off. Let me check my power situation. Thankfully, I turned this way instead of the other way. I didn't really know which direction the ship was going to turn, but it's nice because they didn't hit these walls and kill my batteries. That would have been horrible. So now I'm, again, thinking that I need to move these batteries. Not having them in there, probably putting them in the middle of the ship is still probably the best idea. I think I'll put another one right here, and maybe we'll take this battery and bring it somewhere else, you know, just kind of spread it out a little bit. Maybe we'll put it in the back over here. I think that's probably fine. Make these batteries, you know, not all vulnerable in the same spot. And then this one here gets connected by this, and this got rebuilt. Nice. So we have 2 scanners again. That's cool. And then you will connect. Oh, that's full. No, I just decided, it just told me no. Okay, fine. We'll build this, and then we'll connect you to this one. That's fine. All right, good. They're not going to be able to rebuild this one. So all the stuff is repaired. Excellent. Now, well, now we can leave. Now we get to the helm and we take off and leave. There we go. All right. So Juliet's going to take us out of here. And I think I'm going to go back to... I did scan for gold, like I said I was going to do in this area. I did not find any. So it's still not found. It doesn't look like that's really a limiting factor. So this is going to be where the gold is. And in order to buy that gold, in order to mine that gold, I'm going to need 3 times the money I have now. So yeah, that's an issue. Okay, so tell you what, let's turn off this one so there's no more platinum ingots. We'll turn off the titanium plate production as well. That'll balance it out pretty well, I think. And then the centrifuge, that's already off. We're not bothering with that. In our storage, we have 623 uranium and 94 water. It'd be nice to have more water. We have 98 water in here. Total water is what? 237 is not great, but we do have quite a bit of ice, I imagine. Ice? Yes, 372 is not as much ice as I thought, but we'll find ice. We'll find it. Let's go ahead and activate these engines. We'll turn these on, and we're going to get out of here. So we're going to leave. Let's leave out this way. We'll exit the system. Okay, so we're out of the system. We just left the critical system, and that's where that gold is, so we need to keep an eye on that. But we're going to head over here. We're going to head past the black hole, and I kind of was hoping I'd be able to see it in the background as we got near it, but it doesn't look like we quite got close enough to see it. Darn. So I want to head over to this. This is a station that's actually in orbit of the black hole, which I find interesting, and it's over here near this system. So we'll stop here at this station, see if it looks any different than any of the other stations. No, unfortunately it doesn't, but it's okay. So we're here, and I want to see what they have. And this is also the scavenger faction. So again, -1%. Good. Why did I get the womp sound when I go to trade with these guys? I'm a little worried about that. All right, so taking a look at this, they really don't want anything at a seriously high markup. I have a bunch of reactor efficiency upgrades I need to install. I do have uranium. This is worth quite a bit. These guys are holding almost 90 grand. That's very good news for me. So perhaps I will, give them some of that. My platinum ingots are worth quite a bit too. If I give them, let's say, I don't know, like maybe this many. We'll bring this up to 35. That's a pretty good chunk of cash right there. I want all of your gold wire, so let's definitely get that. I would like to have gold wire is definitely it. Survival meals, I want all of those. No protein? Really? No protein anywhere. That sucks. Oh, that's no good. Let's get one of these reactor. I can probably build those myself later. Never mind. Yeah, no protein. I can get gold ingots though. That's pretty good. It's gonna have to give up a lot of that, a lot of chunks of cash here, but this gives me the gold wire I need to make better solar panels. So we'll get like 30 of it. And we'll basically start exchanging our uranium for it. So maybe it'll be about... I really don't want to exchange the uranium, honestly. But I'm going to give them 70 of it. And then the platinum ingots, I'll bump that up, let's say, to... We'll go to 50. That pretty much maxes out their money. But then I can just offset that by just getting, yeah, one more gold ingot, looks like. The gold ingot costs 338. The platinum is 219. So eventually... I'm going to get to the point where if I hit one on each of these, I'll see something like that. There we go. And then anything that's at a premium. Crude oil, that's not bad. Petroleum is a better trade. So let's go like this. Yeah. And then maybe we'll just grab... I can't believe they don't have any protein. That sucks. Buy coffee beans. They're at a small discount. I can always sell them later. There we go. So we're taking all their cash too. We'll execute that trade. All right, that's a lot of stuff that we just did. And our value is now up to 339. Okay, that should theoretically be the last gold I ever have to buy. I just have to make sure that I'm available to, you know, or I'm ready to, you know, pay the rights to that. But let's go in here and see whether or not there are any gold deposits in here, okay? We now have we still have a -1 with the scavengers. I wonder if we... maybe can't improve that anymore. Wonder how that works. Okay, so over here, lots of stuff going on in here, man. Wow. I think maybe we'll start at the station, and then we can start to search for gold from here. So we'll say gold, searching for gold, and we'll see if we find any. Again, it might be somebody with, you know, the rights that we have to buy, but at least we have a lot more star creds now to potentially be able to not negotiate, but just, I guess, flat out pay them their extortion rate that they want. Damn monopolies. All right, so Otis is going to build that panel for me, and then while I'm parked at the station, I may actually go in and repair things and stuff over here too. I want to see my power. It's getting a little low. Does seem like it's getting a little low, but we're here at the station, and these are owned by capitalists. That's going to be a great trade. Can't wait to see what they have. All right, so there's little discounts on some of these things. Man, they got a lot of stuff here. Mini cell. Interesting. There's 2 mini cells. This one's higher quality. But, I mean, I don't care. I just want it to work. Tracks, armored suits. Yeah, these are discounts on suits, man. Yeah, 50% discount on armored helmets and stuff. That's pretty cool. It'd be good to like keep track of this. Yeah, protein is here. It's a big markup, but I'm gonna grab it anyway. And then what will they buy from me at a good price? Any materials will they buy from me? Soy burgers. Okay, I have like a lot of that. I have a lot of grain too. I could probably get rid of some of that. Like I have a lot of grain just sitting around on the floors and stuff. Let's get rid of like 400 of grain. Yeah. Well, I had like 400 grain to this. They're holding 82k. So, but it doesn't look like they want any of my ore or any of my bars. No ingots, no nothing. So I really can't give these guys what they want. It looks like what they primarily are looking at here, like the plant fiber. They're paying, you know, 39% up on that, but it's all very small amounts of money. You know, the unit price on these things is really small. So I guess the more advanced stuff is a decent rate. The advanced microchips are up 8%. No, for the most part, I think I'll just take this. I end up actually paying them money though. I really don't want to do that. Maybe we'll give them a few of our microchips just so I don't walk out of here with less money than I came in with. We'll give them like 20 of our microchips. Yeah. I really don't want to give them anything else because they just buy it all at a discount. Bio waste is interesting, but I'm using that for water. I really just need that protein for the research. And then I guess I'll buy the survival meals too, because I'm not using the protein to make survival meals. So yeah, leather is actually a really good price here too. I could probably sell some of that leather. Well, it's still $22. It doesn't really do anything for me, does it? All right, so I'm going to trade these guys to the point where I'm going to end up getting 30k out of this. Primarily, I'm giving up my grain. I'm 400 of the grain. 50 of the bio waste, and then up here is the bigger money here. I'm gonna give up 120 petroleum and 40 microchips, and that's pretty much the bulk of that money. And in exchange, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of survival meals and stuff that I'm actually looking to get, but I don't want to pay the huge markups for everything if I don't have to. So we'll go ahead and execute that trade. And then again, we're still sitting here at the station looking for gold at this point, or looking for really anything. I guess we'll go into here. Let's travel here and see if maybe by traveling here, I don't really need my big engines anymore, do I? Although we do travel faster with these, I think. Actually not sure. Let's go ahead and turn off these engines. We don't really need them. You know, we're not leaving the system right now, so it doesn't look like we actually travel faster, so we'll just keep them off. It's fine. All right, so we're here, still looking for gold, but what do we find in here? We got copper, we got iron, ice, coal. There's a coal deposit. That's cool. Yep. Rock, ice. Okay, I'm going to be here for a little bit. There's actually 2 ice deposits, which is great because I'm going to need a lot of water. I did find gold. It's in a different planet, so we'll have to go to that next. But there is a gold deposit in the area that we'll have to investigate. So once I've got a good amount of the ice, I'm going to bring back ice. I'm going to bring back a whole bunch of coal. If I get coal, I won't need the rock. All right, so I just got pummeled by a bunch of micrometeoroids, destroyed a few of my cheapo panels. As I'm expanding this out, I'll show you in a second. I've almost got enough ice to be happy with this, so we'll probably leave right after this. But I can open up, I can pop open another stasis pod, which sounds pretty nice. And I think, of course, I'm looking for people who can construct things, mining. Hello, Yara Allen. Wow, she's a technophile and a short sleeper, a lottery winner, a mall cop. Okay, cool. She's a female attracted to male and female. Nice. Hi, Yara. Looking like good crafter. I mean, she's great at mining. This is a win. This is a big win. There we go. Okay, go ahead into the pod over here and get yourself fixed up. I now also have the machine learning pods here too, and these booths are actually fueled by silver ingots. So naturally, I've got one of my furnaces doing silver now too. I am going to need more furnaces. Ideally, if you want to have, it's not really that stress-free, but if you want to have like a less micromanagement, just get like 1 furnace for every resource you want to be constantly producing a lot of, right? So I would actually have 2 for the main one. So I'd have 2 on titanium, I'd have 2 on steel, and then probably 1 on lead, 1 set to do silver, 1 set to do gold, 1 set to do, copper, all sorts of stuff. But for now, I'm just kind of dealing with these. I think they're gonna take off again if they do. I'm gonna tell them not to do that, so they can. Well, they'll take off anyway, but I'm gonna bring them right back, I think, because I don't think I need any more ice now. I'm up to a lot of ice, probably 2K ice. We're up to, it says 1K here, but I think that's just storage numbers because this is 700 ice right there, and they've already come back once. So I'm thinking that's probably not accurate. I'm gonna call them back. I'm gonna get them to haul this. I don't have a refrigerator for it anyway. So speaking of which, I can get one. First, I want to grab advanced assembly so I can get the fabricator. Then I'm gonna go to improved food production. That's gonna give me the auto kitchen. That's another thing I was looking to get. And then finally, we're going to want to get this one, which is going to require me to have more biotic dadoids, but this is the big freezer that can hold more of the ice. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and bring these guys back too. That's it for the ice. There's a lot of ice laying all over the place here. But the machine learning booth. So what I would want to do is I would want to select an input. I'm not sure what this is. Ooh. Wait a minute here. Now, what does this do? Am I putting a core in there? I mean, what will this do? Aren't I like teaching them? Hang on. I thought I was supposed to select a skill to upgrade. That's how it used to work. Maybe it works differently now. Mech Daniels. Interesting. This works differently now. I'm gonna have to look at that. What it used to be in the previous versions is like you pick a skill and then your bot would go in there, and like plug in, and it would just like learn that skill over time, you know, sort of like a, you know, digital training course, if you will. So I could say, for example, mining, the bot would go in there and like over time it would learn mining so that it's better without having to actually go on expeditions for it. But this one is different. It's looking like it's asking me to put in a core, which is strange. So Adam Jinx, let's try this. Yeah, so this core, we put the core in and then we teach it a skill. Can I teach it to be my friend? I don't really want to spend resources teaching this core a skill. I want to replace it with somebody else. I'll have to look at that too. That's different. That's new. I'll turn it off for now just so it doesn't have any power draw at all and they don't bring the silver ingots over to it right now. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so this one's back. It's probably gonna leave again. No, I guess not, because I called it back. Okay, so let me get some more iron, copper, and coal especially, and I'll be right back. Yeah, meteoroids are coming, but I'm already moving. So they're coming from that side? Nah, they were already on their way over there, and I'm already past them. Cool. All right, so I'm leaving this rock. I'm leaving all this stuff behind over here, and we're going to head over to the place where gold is. And I got to tell you, I don't have a whole lot of high hopes that it's not privately owned, because platinum is also located in the same spot. And that's what got me worried. So Stanthorpe is the place. Gold and platinum are both there, as well as a lot of other stuff, looks like. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that this is going to be another privately owned thing, but we'll check it out and see. And if it's not, then amazing. If it is, we've got star creds. I got 444,000, and I already know that the previous system has a guy who's willing to sell his rights for less. So if this guy wants more than, or if these people want more than I already have, then fine. I did want to show you, though, a little bit of a little thing here that just happened. All right, I did this while we were getting coal and stuff. This is Deep. When you click him, he has a really awesome sound effect. He's a sentry bot, right? This is our security drone that we captured before, and I went ahead and put an empty core in him, so now his name is Deep, and he has been given the energy rifle. I went ahead and gave it to him. So I don't know what Spyos has now. Probably a handgun at some point. We're making handguns too, so hopefully he has a handgun if he decided to grab one. I have also installed, at least one now, a maneuvering control. A maneuvering thruster is now installed. And in order to reach these, I'm going to have this one here can reach both of these. So we're going to disconnect. I want to connect the maneuvering thruster. Yeah, and then the maneuvering thruster there as well. And then there are now two more. There's one right here, and there's another one that's going to get built right here. I figured that was kind of equal, right? First, I don't think it matters, but, you know, for center of mass and everything. So I went ahead and did that. I can't quite reach it with any of my current power sources, though. So I'm going to have to add... I could probably put in another switch. I didn't want to yet, but I might be able to do that. I could put another switch maybe over here as like a wall socket, reinforced wall socket here. Let's maybe actually govern the way that looks. I'd probably want to put it over here. I think so, yeah. This would put it in range of other ones, and I could just directly connect it. And that gives me access to that one. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're here in Stanthorpe, and let's see. Maybe not. It looks good, actually. Hey! It doesn't look like anybody owns this, at least as far as I can tell. There's the signal and stuff here, but we're totally grabbing this first, right? Let's travel down this way, see what we get. Obviously, there's a station here, too, so we're going to want to take a look at that, but we're definitely going to be mining gold and platinum, but like we're definitely mining gold. And I'm going to do this before I go to these unknowns and signals and stuff, because I want to have this stuff now. We have arrived at the gold deposit. Let's go, man. All right, so I'm assuming it's going to be quite difficult to mine because it's gold. Difficulty is only 24. Wow. Yeah, the platinum. These are actually pretty fair difficulties. We should be able to get these pretty quickly. All right, I'm going to send the best of the best of the best, sir, on this. And she's not doing really well, but she's not tired, so she's gonna go. This is 193 gold a day. Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, it's so good. Go. If we can get them to do that, that's amazing. Off you go, somebody. Poof, gone. All right. Now, the next group we're gonna send is to the platinum. And it's a little more difficult. So I probably should have sent the other one because it's got the drilling upgrades more. This one here has 2 storage upgrades and a drill upgrade. This one here has 2 drill upgrades and 1 storage upgrade. All right. So this one can store 500. This one can store 700, but this one mines faster. We're going to take you out, put Stardeus can go in this one. Yeah, 125 platinum per day. We're going to go send them out there. Man, that's going to be a great haul. This is a wonderful location for us to be. Now, I have to get glass, and I apparently don't have anyone making glass. I thought I was making it with quartz. I've added an additional row of furnaces in here, as you can see. I moved my grinders and stuff over in this side so that, you know, coal and, you know, if we're processing any rock and all that stuff can just be done over here. It's fine. I also have this. This is a converter, and we can convert plastic from carbon, water, and rubber. We can convert plastic if we get short. I can also stop this and choose to make rubber instead. So this would take, making rubber would be carbon, water, plastic. Making plastic would be carbon, water, rubber, right? So basically you just take carbon and water plus the other one that you don't want to make this, if that makes sense. So if I ever have like an abundance of rubber but not enough plastic, I can just quickly convert some of my rubber to plastic using carbon and water as a solution there too. So that's the thing that's here, and I can convert it and do whatever I need to do with it. But I've got it powered down for now, and actually I think I'm gonna just stop. I want to leave that symbol on there so I know it's not running. So that's just a tool that I can use, right? And then this is done, so let's get this connected, and then this connected, and then finally this one over here connects too. So we now have maneuvering thrusters, and we have too many connections. So why don't we go in and let's take into the CPU module, and we're going to start upgrading these ones now, right? So we've already started this row. Actually, might as well just do this. Let's do that, and we'll get them to replace these, and that'll give me enough CPU to handle this. And as far as my power goes, it's not great. I can't see it because there's no yeah, the CPU's overloaded, but it doesn't look like my batteries have any power left, so I might be in a problem there too. We'll have to see. But these maneuvering controllers, right, this allows us to move around the ship without having to use the winches. So we're gonna be in good shape there. There's a fire. Hang on. Short circuit while connecting the CPU module. Oh, that's no good. Oh, that's really no good. Okay, first thing, I need quark to get off of this floor vent, and then I can just eject it. All right, close this. The floor vent needs to open, and I kind of need quark to get off of it. Man, I can't select it. There it is. I want to open this. Okay, it's open. All the resources just fell out. It's in space, though. They should be able to go get it, right? I believe it's under the ship, so I think they can still get it. But this is the problem. These things are very expensive. Now we got it leaking into the other room, too. This is a reinforced wall it went through. Wow. Okay, we're opening up these. Let's suck the oxygen out of the room here. We'll go ahead and open up this one, too. My gosh. Fight the fires, guys. Fight the fires. You know what? It's time, isn't it? It's time for a fire suppression system, I think. So I've got more security controls now too. I went ahead and unlocked the emergency siren, as well as the fluid cannon and the trap floors. And the trap floors are great because I can put them over here. And if anyone like tries breach capsule and tries to walk through here, right, they would get hit by the trap floors. I don't know whether or not that affects our own people. Part of me feels like there's a chance it could. I have no idea. I hope not. The description of this clearly says that the nope, that's the floor vent. The description of this clearly says that it penetrates a hostile being with spikes when stepped on. But I suppose if our friends are on that tile too, maybe fighting them or something, that they would get penetrated as well. Whoops. And then the fluid cannon here is to extinguish fires. And you know what? This is a big thing, but I don't exactly know if it needs to face a certain direction, but I think I'm going to put it right here in the center, right? Just to extinguish any fires coming from this room. I can put it right here. That would help for anything that comes through this room. I could put one in here. Maybe anything that comes from this room. I would probably want to extinguish any fire that happens in this room. So I can probably go in and just put like, maybe one will be right here for the fire suppression. And then we can activate maybe fire suppression here, as well as maybe another one up over in this side. Oh, there's a circle. Oh, okay. I can see it. Yeah, that's a pretty big area, actually. All right, good. So I can actually move this over. It'd be better if I move this over here instead, I think. Yeah. We'll move it right here. That'll be a better spot than this. Cancel that. So if this is the circle, looks like it stops right here. So the other fire suppression system, I suppose, would need to be, would be a good idea. If I want a little bit, I can get a little bit of overlap, right? Like this. That'd be fine. Yeah, and the crafting area would kind of be in there. So we can get a couple of fire suppressors like that. And then over here, we want one in this room to help cover the flight computer and stuff too, the ship computer. So we'll get those batteries and stuff covered under this. All the plants and stuff too, right? Yeah, definitely. Let's put one right here to help cover all of our plants. And also from this side. And then we'll put another one over here that covers the remainder of the what like we're not covering with the other one. All right, so we have a whole bunch of fire suppression systems we're going to build after this so that we don't have to deal with this crap anymore. Now, I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and... wait, can I can turn off, but I can't... Right. I can't. I'm out of CPU for sure now. Everything got messed up. But we've put out the fire, so we can go ahead and... Apparently, I can't open it. Turn off is not close. I cannot influence anything because of CPU connections. That's the problem right now. Well, I guess to fix that, they'll just have to fix the stuff. They'll just have to bring everything online. Right? So fix everything. Repairs, right? And we can actually prioritize this. I can still communicate with my drones. I just can't manipulate objects. So I can tell my drones to do things though. All right. I have now CPU. Okay, so now I want to go and close. Very good. And then this floor vent gets closed. Yep. And then this floor vent gets closed. I believe the objects are right under the ship and they can already get them. I don't know that though. So I may have lost the stuff that was there, but I had to open it up to stop that fire. Okay, fluid cannon connected and our ammo. Well, we would want water, I would think, unless you really want to spray gasoline. I don't know why I would want to spray gasoline. This is probably just like a way to power it. Not so much like something you're spraying. I would hope anyway that's the case. Like, who thinks a fire suppression system should shoot oil? I don't think so. So I'm pretty sure this is like a way of independently powering this. However, that said, it does say the word ammo type, which leads me to believe that it may actually be shooting gasoline. Water. We would definitely want water, okay? Weird. And yeah, we're out of power now too. That was gonna happen. I couldn't really avoid it. We're gonna take all of our teleporters. Where's our teleporters? Just gotta pick one right here. This one over here in the corner. Double click. All of our teleporters power off. That'll bring the power back online, and we'll assess that situation as we go. I'm still trying to expand this, but I'm just out of materials, and so I'm just kind of waiting for them to get back here. And it looks like this never left because I assume one of them got tired, but it just doesn't tell you when they get tired too. So like it's Stardeus and the two Juliets. So if I try this again to go to the platinum deposit, one of the Juliets is tired, but they were in there, but they were tired. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't tell you. It just doesn't leave. Colonel can go instead. Launch. Let's get them to go as soon as Colonel gets here. They can go get the platinum for me. There we go. All right then. And we should be charging. Battery should definitely be charging now. Yeah, our power usage just went way down. And our generation is still far higher, and our battery is starting to go back up. So, okay. All right, then. Eventful episode? Yeah, maybe. We found gold. This is a good thing. This is a great thing, finding gold. And fluid cannons, I kind of wish that we could... It just gets powered. Well, it does get powered this way, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to have water as the ammo for these things. It doesn't mean we constantly use water, right? It just means that when the time comes to shoot the fire, we use water then, right? So it's not going to eat up a whole lot of my water, just a little bit there. So we'll do that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. We're going to be more guarded against fires now in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.